Hello, I'm Michael Topham and welcome to this second masterclass video tutorial. In the first video, we took a basic look at how Photoshop's default actions can be used and applied to our images, as well as taking a good look around the actions palette. In this second video, we'll be focusing our attention on actions once more, but this time we'll be seeing how we can record with actions using the begin recording and stop recording buttons that can be found near the bottom of the actions palette. Once you've learnt how to create a new action set and record your own actions, you'll be able to record actions for your most frequently carried out Photoshop tasks, saving you lots of time in the long run. With this technique, we're going to create an action for the black and white lith printing effect, and like we did in the first video, we'll also assign a function key to the action, meaning we're able to run the action again and again with any other image from the simple tap of a key or a couple of keys on the keyboard. The first thing you need to do is to open up the start image, and that's Ferrari250.jpg, and you'll find this on the Start Images folder on the CD. Once you've got the image Ferrari250.jpg open up on your screen, you need to make sure that you can see your actions palette nice and clearly, and if you can't see yours, just go up to Window in the menu bar, scroll down and just give Actions a click from the top of the list. The first step of the technique involves creating a new action set, so just go down to the bottom of the Actions palette, hover over this little folder icon, and this will come up with Create New Set. Just give that a click. We're going to rename this new set Toning, so just type in Toning in the dialog box and then hit OK, and you'll be able to see how that new set has been added to the Actions palette. Just head down to the bottom of the Actions palette and click on the Create New Action icon, and this will load up the New Action dialog box. We want to rename this new action, and I'm going to call it Lith Effect. So I'm just going to type in Lith Effect there, and then also just make sure that the action set is set to toning and not default actions. Moving down, you can set your function key, and for this action I'm going to choose F3, and I'm also just going to click Shift. You can now go across, click on Record, and the action is going to be recording every move you make. If we just take a look at the Actions palette down towards the bottom, we can see that the Begin Recording button is now red, and that means that the action is live. Just move up to the menu bar and then click on Image, going down to Adjustments, across, and then down to Hue and Saturation, dragging the saturation slider right over towards the left hand side to turn the image mono, and then go across and hit OK. We can now go back up to Image once more in the menu bar, go down to Adjustments, go down again, clicking on Hue and Saturation, but this time we're going to click the Colorize box. Make sure you type in a hue of 30, a saturation of 20, and a lightness of -10. Once you've inputted these values, you can just go across and hit OK. Next, we need to sharpen the image, so just go up to Filter in the menu bar, and then go down to Sharpen, across and down to Unsharp Mask. Just make sure you've got an amount set to 70%, and the radius is set to 1, and the threshold is set to 0. Just hit OK. Now that we've applied the Unsharp Mask, we can apply the Diffuse Glow, and to do that just go back up into the menu bar, selecting on Filter once again, and then going down to Distort and across and clicking on Diffuse Glow. You need to set the graininess to 4, the glow amount to 5, and then just reduce the clear amount down to around 13. Once you've inputted your settings for the diffuse glow, just go up and hit OK. Now that the lith process has been successfully recorded, head down to the bottom of the Actions palette and click on the Stop Recording button. Once you've saved Ferrari250.jpg with a new file name in your desired location, you can just close down the image. To check that the new lith action that we've created functions effectively, open landscape1.jpg from the Start Images folder into Photoshop. With this new landscape1.jpg image on our screen, we can really test our new lith action to its full effect to see how quickly it can be applied to this image. Just head into your Actions palette and click on the Toning set, and then click on the Lith Effect. Now it's worth noting that with our Lith Effect action that we've got the toggle turned off for the minute, and that means that it's just going to run through the same action with this image with the same values that we inputted for the Ferrari250.jpg start image. If we wanted Photoshop to prompt us for the different settings and values to input into the different dialog boxes, we would need to select the toggle on icon. So we're now ready to apply this action to this image. We're very quickly going to apply a lit effect to this landscape 1.jpg image. And to do that, we can either go down to the bottom of the actions palette and click on the play selection button, or equally we can press the function key that we created, which is Shift plus F3. So all I'm going to do is press Shift and F3 on my keyboard, and it automatically runs through the action and applies that fantastic lit effect to landscape 1.jpg. All that's left to do is just to save this image by going up to File and down to Save As, and just save this image in your desired location. So you're now ready to apply the same effect to any of your own shots, and best of all, this lit effect just takes a fraction of the time that you might have spent running through the whole technique in full. All you need to know is that your lit toning effect action is actually within the toning set. So any time that you need to apply the action, just go into your toning set, and there it is, ready for you to use. So now that we've run through the action recording process, why not give actions a try for yourself with some of your most commonly carried out Photoshop tasks? If you're running Photoshop and are looking for more actions to experiment with, we've compiled a selection of actions for you on the CD. To load up your digital photo actions from the CD, just head back into the Actions palette and then click on the Actions menu, scrolling down, clicking on Load Actions. Just pick out the file digitalphotoactions.atn from the Start Images folder and then go down, click on Load, and then this action set will be added into your Actions palette, ready for you to use. There are some good actions in the Digital Photo Actions set, including a couple for downsampling your large size files, ready for posting on the Photo Answers gallery. I hope you've enjoyed this Digital Photo Actions video, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.